Don't you remember, darling? What we needed to defeat them was you.
Congratulations! You were really great.
I'm sorry. Excuse me.
Okay then.
I know that magnets attract metal objects. I'm just not sure what kind of metal objects stick to magnets. That's cheating, Moby. We should do an experiment to find out what really sticks. Wait, we can't just start doing an experiment. What is the scientific method? The scientific method is a set of steps that scientists follow to test their ideas. The first step is to make observations and think of a question we want to ask. I've seen magnets attracted to metal objects like refrigerators, cans, and cars. So, my question is, do magnets attract all metal objects? The second step is to make a hypothesis. Thanks, Moby. When you make a hypothesis, you use what you know to make a prediction. Let's see. Refrigerators, cans, and cars are all metal. So I hypothesize that magnets attract all metal things. Now the next step is to do the experiment and test our hypothesis. But how do you do an experiment? First, we need to plan our experiment. We're going to put different metal objects near the magnet and see if they all stick. Now we have to gather our materials. We have to test all of the objects in exactly the same way so we can get accurate results. Oh, right. We should be recording this. How can you record data? Data is information that you can record, like what you observe during an experiment. We can make a chart to record which metal objects the magnet attracts. Thanks, Moby. The magnet attracted the paperclip, nail, fork, and thumbtack. It did not attract the coins, keys, copper pot, or gold ring, but they're made of metal. Are you sure, Moby? I guess our hypothesis was not correct. But we still learned something. How do you draw a conclusion? The next step of the scientific method is to look at your data and draw a conclusion. Let's see. The magnet attracted some metal objects, but not all of them. The objects it attracted are made of iron or steel. Right. I guess those objects are made of metals that magnets do not attract. Like the coin is made of copper and the key is made of brass. My conclusion is that magnets only attract metal objects made of iron or steel. The last step of the scientific method is to share what you learned. I can't wait to show our experiment to the rest of the class. With the scientific method, we can keep testing all kinds of metal objects. What should we test now, Moby? I guess magnets attract robots.
What's a scientist's favorite kind of dog? A lab.
looks like the lid is stuck. You need something to help you. A simple machine is a tool that makes work easier. Machines can have moving parts, but a simple machine has very few moving parts, or none at all. All machines use force to do work. Good question. What is a force? Well, a pull is a force, and a push is a force too. You use force to throw a ball. You also use force to catch a ball and stop it. Simple machines use and change force in different ways. What is a ramp? A ramp is a simple machine with a slanted surface. It can help you move things from lower to higher places. You use a lot of force to lift up a heavy load, but you can use less force to push it up a ramp. Ramps can be different lengths. Some can be steeper than others. It's harder to push things up a steeper ramp. What is a lever? A seesaw uses a lever, which is another type of simple machine. One kind of lever has a bar that rests on a point. The point is called a fulcrum, and that's where the lever turns. You can put a load on one end and use force on the other end to lift up the load. Levers can help you lift things more easily. A car jack is a lever, and a bottle opener is a lever too. A pair of scissors has two levers that work together. A hand truck works as a lever, and it has a wheel and axle. What is a wheel and axle? A wheel turns around a center rod called the axle. The wheel and axle is actually a lever that turns. Well, imagine a lever. The bar moves around and around the fulcrum. Wheels make work easier because they roll. They make things easier to push or pull. You can find wheels and axles in tons of places. What is a pulley? A pulley is another type of lever. You can use it to change direction of a force. Some pulleys use a rope and a wheel. You can pull down on the rope to lift the load up. You can find pulleys on blinds, flagpoles, and on clotheslines. When you add more pulleys, you can use less force to lift up a load. Some machines, like cranes, use many pulleys and other simple machines. A compound machine is a machine made up of different simple machines. I think you need a lever to open that can of paint, Moby. Why is everyone so tired on April 1st? Because they just finished a long march.